It automatically reminds me of home. I was born and raised in Kathmandu. When I was growing up, Kathmandu was small, mysterious, very mystique, and it had a medieval feeling. Autumn, because of the colors of the leaf, the sky is generally blue. As a child, we would take the bus, and I would always want to sit at the window seat. So I could look out at the towering mountains, the countless waterfalls, the river that went through, and I used to think, someday I want to climb and see what's beneath and underneath and beyond it. But many things has happened in the country since I was growing up, and we had internal conflict. For a very long time, which displaced many people. Families lost their loved ones. Some of the families were entirely wiped out. Some villages were entirely wiped out in this clash. It comes at a tremendous cost for the families, for the community, and even for the country. Generational impact on family members. Women and men and people affected by war and conflict are generally vulnerable. There is no winner in war. It's the consequence of the war that has on people, on loss of life, on the deterioration of quality of life, but also it has deeper consequences. Sometimes we forget about that. There is so much mental health issue that people encounter. That has to do with lack of peace. So peace is absolutely important. And for that, I think it's inherent in all of us. Peace is innate in all of us. Suheir Hammad is Palestinian American poet. Her parents came from Palestine. As a refugee, they went to Amman, Jordan, and she was born there. She is a champion for peace. Many of her poems are about women and about women's reclaiming and resilience in conflict, in crisis. So I'm profoundly, profoundly inspired by her position, affirmative belief in the act of nonviolence, and her denunciation of conflict and war in general, and also acting in the same way, and yet staying resilient and standing on her feet and ground and saying no to violence.